morning, everybody. It is 6 a.m. in USA and 6 p.m. here in Thailand. How's everybody doing? I've got some people in Facebook. I can't see who you are. I can see them. Okay, I can see a message now. Hey, Tony, what's going on, buddy? Mark, Steve, what's going on, man? How's everybody been doing? I've been out of the picture a while, trying to take care of some business, and I'm back home in Thailand with my family, trying to get my office all cleaned up. It's been down a while, and one of my power supplies went off on one of the 3D printers. I don't know why, because I had it unplugged, but it went out and I had to order me a new one. So I finally got that put in and got it all working and everything. I just thought it was really odd that it just went out and I wasn't even using it. Really, really weird. Anyway, what's everybody been up to? How's the weather where y'all are at? Steve, it ain't that much snow, buddy. Yeah. I use the StreamYard, but I use another app that goes in through my Facebook too. So I don't use the StreamYard full version with that in order to get that to come through. So yeah, because that way when other people are connected in, it tells me who they are on y'all's end. So like I can see how many people are on here and I know exactly who they are with the app coming through. So I think that's pretty cool. So my daughter got a new little dog yesterday. A little white dog, looks like a polar bear, a little boy. So she's here today. I had to keep him at the office with me. So if he makes a mess, I can clean it up. He doesn't chew up the house when I'm gone. So, yeah, I don't know. My brother said it's pretty cold in Nashville. So I don't know if they've got any snow out there. I haven't talked to him too much. He's had bronchitis. Al is out snow skiing, I'm sure, at this point. Maybe he'll be up. He might pop in the chat here in a little while. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, I flew the Air 4 yesterday. Yep. No, I haven't had any issues with that. Yeah, absolutely. Richard, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I might be having to hook this up through Facebook because they're all coming through. Everybody's coming through Facebook, except for 3 I see. Okay, hey. Hope things are good in Louisiana down there. I know everybody's having crazy weather right now. Tornadoes hit Hendersonville pretty hard where my brother's at. Ripped off a lot of rooms, a lot of the tops off the rooms and the houses, and a lot of damage, and it's just been a mess. And a lot of the local businesses and restaurants have really come to rescue the people. One of the chicken places there even gave out free chicken. I think they gave it out until they ran out of what they had. So it was nice to see the community stepping forward to help those people. Yeah, no, I was already here before the tornado hit. Yeah. No, Al will have his. Hey, Steve. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm glad to be back too. I'm glad to be back. I've been gone too long. I've been taking care of business. Yeah, trying to get everything done and situated. It's so different. In the U.S., you got everything. We basically have everything we want when we want it. Never have to wait for anything. It's like always there. And yeah, here it's just like make a reservation for whatever you want, and you'll get it 2 or 3 days later. Yeah. So I'm going to be traveling over, I think, on the 20th to the 21st to China to meet with Start RC and DJI. And I've got another manufacturing company that's been doing some work. You know, one of the things that a lot of us use, you know, of course, we all use cell phones, we all use tablets, we got computers, and then we have our smart controllers. Morning, Skyfly, down in Michigan. I was just saying before you came on here. Okay, well, let me get the right camera hooked up, guys. One second. I got to get my right camera hooked up here. Go to my settings. That camera. There we go. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. It finally came through. So anyway, as I was saying, on the smart controllers and everything we have, we're constantly getting cables for the iPhone and the other phones and stuff like that. And from being down at my brother's shop and working with him, through the time that I'm there, is we do a lot of repairs on the iPhones and iPads when I was there. And a lot of them is always right here where it plugs in here. This part goes bad. So if you've got an iPhone and your charging port goes bad, it's like $180 repair. It's really expensive. And the reason it happens is you're constantly plugging and unplugging devices. And after a while, it just breaks and you have to get it fixed. So what I did was I found a company, 3 or 4 companies that had some devices that had great ideas. But when we plugged it into the iPhones, it said it wasn't compatible, and they weren't fast charging cables, which on the phones, we want a cable we can use there and also plug in, to a computer or plug into a wall charger to actually charge it. So what I found was, let me take this off so I can show you what it is. So I got a company here, and I had to make a cable as a sample for me, and I'm going to do some testing on it to make sure that it's compatible, which we've already tested on the iPhone, tested on the Android. Hey, TJ. So what it is, if you look at this looks like the primer of the bottom of a bullet, okay? And it's an actual magnet. So here's the C connection here. And right now we can get it the C, the micro, and then also the iPhone both. But what you do is you basically just take it and put it at the bottom of your cell phone, of your smart controller, or whatever else you've got there. But look, check out this cable. Watch what it does. So that stays in your phone, and you never have to plug and unplug. It's a magnet, so it just locks in place. So this one that I had has got an angle on it, so it's great to plug into the smart controllers, and you can get it magnetized on both ends, so you can put a C in your phone and a C, and whatever else you want to, or vice versa. If you want to do USB, you can have USB. But I thought it was really cool. And this one has worked, and we tested it on the iPads and iPhones, all compatible and it's fast charging. So this is much faster than my regular charger for my Android that I've used. But I thought it was really cool because now I can just put ends in all my devices and just use the one cable. Take it in my car or leave one in my car or whatever. I don't have to have a bunch of different cables. I've just got one. Yeah, this is pretty good, TJ. They actually work good. Now, I did buy 3 or 4 of them off Amazon. None of them worked with iPhones. And when I tried to use it on the Androids, the Android said that it wasn't fast charging. It popped up errors on the screen. This one's worked. We tested it. We know what we have to do to actually manufacture it. So the company already manufactures one, and I'm having them actually manufacture another one that I'm just going to buy direct, and then because it's a bigger savings, and then I'll just sell them on our site. But I've been using this one now. I've had it for about 3 weeks total, and dude, I'm loving it because I can just plug it right in, and you can see it's pretty strong, and you just pull it off. I like it because when you're on a motorcycle, or maybe you have a particular car charger, a direct connection is not always good because you can't get to it. So by having it be able where it will turn and do that, it was just really, really a cool device. So anyway. Yeah, they do. They have them for iPhones, but the problem is when they make them, they're like using cheap cables with them, TJ. And when you plug them in, I mean, if you look when I was in the US at all the iPads and iPhones that we repaired, when we put a new charging port on an iPhone and it's not an original Apple product, and we plug it in and turn it on, it'll tell you on the screen, hey, there's an issue with the phone, you're using a part and it pops up. It's like a damn pop-up. It doesn't want to go away. So you always got to make sure when you have those parts changed, especially on Apple, they need to be genuine Apple products. Now these are not genuine Apple. No one makes a genuine Apple, but they do make them for the Apple. And from the ones that I bought off Amazon, this is the only one that I bought that's made right here in Thailand, not in China. And it works on everything we plug it into, up to the newest iPad and the iPad minis. And I use it on my smart controller. This works on all my smart controllers. I've used them on all of them. And I've got 4 smart controllers. Every one of them, it plugs right in. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you all an idea of some cool things that I found while I was over here and started using myself. And I don't have to have my bag so full of stuff. So, well, what I want to know is, Mr. Skyfly, what's the temperature? What's the temperature up there where you're at? Because I know that it's cold down in Nashville, and if it's cold in Nashville, dude, it's got to be snowing or freezing up there where you're at. Michigan has real weather. Nashville, they don't have real snow. 40 years ago, 35, 40 years ago, they did. It used to snow like hell up to your knees. Now, it'll come halfway, maybe to your shin if we're lucky and get a good snow there. In Virginia, similar, maybe a little less, but Michigan, dude. I went up there one time and it snowed, talking about I was stuck for like 3 weeks because the snow was so high on the roads, I couldn't even drive my truck. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, it gets windy. But up in Michigan, Great Lakes area there, it's, you know, the wind blows so much. Yeah, TJ says it's 70 something degrees. TJ, dude, y'all got good weather. Thailand has 3 weathers: hot, hot, and real damn hot. Honey, what are you crawling for? You're on the camera. The dog under my thing here. So anyway, okay, it's 25. Supposed to get a major snowstorm, 15 inches. Dude, I sympathize. I saw a thing on Facebook. It was a postcard, and they had written on it, it said that the man and woman lived in Florida, and they determined they were going to move to Vermont. And they were going to move up there where the deer were in the beautiful snow. And they went to Vermont, and they were up there for 2 days, and they wrote their kids a letter, and they said, kids, we're so happy we sold our home from Florida and moved up here to Vermont. We saw 2 beautiful deer in the front yard this morning, and it started snowing. It was so beautiful. And then we see another postcard about a week later, and it says, well, it's still snowing. We got about 3 inches on the ground, and we saw 5 deer in the front yard. It's just beautiful here. Week 3, they sent another letter, and they said, it's not stopped snowing. We got a foot. We're going to the grocery store. We're out of food. The deer have just bombarded our front yard. And then, of course, the 4th week, they said, kids, we were trying to go to the store. There was no food there on the way back home. We ran over a deer. He's totaled the car. We're packing up and we're moving back home. So you have to live in Michigan, you have to know how to drive, or Chicago, New York, those areas. It's not like it is down south. We get a little bit of snow and, you know, we go. But in Michigan, you gotta know what you're doing up there. But yeah, TJ 70, you got good weather. Now TJ, I saw your post the other day. You were out flying with somebody. I forget who you said you were flying with. So were you flying the FPV or were you flying the? Because I thought I saw the Avata. Or were you flying your GPS drone? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how this thing pops up through Facebook because I got like 2 different chat screens. So I got Facebook people talking to me, and then I got you guys in my chat on my StreamYard. So if y'all see me looking from one screen to the other, it's because there's 2 on here. Oh, you're flying with Ray, Ken, and Al. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, my trip to China will be towards the end of this month. And then once I get back, I don't know, maybe this year, maybe if I'm towards the U.S., I might be able to make it to the South Florida meet. We'll kind of wait and see how that works out. I want to come each year, but it's just not that easy having to travel from here to there, and with everything else I've got going on here. Okay, you were all flying camera drones. Tell me, who in here has tried out, because I think Al had one, South Florida Drone Flyers. Who has tried out the Start RC loud microphone that goes on top of the drone with the walkie-talkie on the other end to be able to talk through? Any of you guys seen that or tried that out yet?
Can I use this?
It don't work.
Why?
You use your tab, okay, it just doesn't. Yeah, Skyfly, you got a blizzard coming. When a blizzard comes up there and you go to the stores, are y'all stocked up there where it's always full, or do y'all run out too? Because let me tell you, in Nashville, they can say snow, you won't get bread and milk and cheese. It's like the first thing gone. The only people that make money are the pizza places. They never run out. Yeah, Richard, I've been flying the Air 4. Really like it. Yeah, I'm using more. I'm starting to use more of the ND filters, where I didn't use them as much anymore. But with that note said, I noticed that somebody had, I guess it was the Mini 3 Pro, and they had crashed it and it broke the screen on the front. Y'all need to make sure that y'all are putting some kind of, if you don't want to run an ND filter on it, go ahead and put just the regular UV filter on it, because that does give you a little bit more impact when you hit something, and it might keep from breaking that glass, which usually if something hits that glass hard enough, it's going to break your gimbal anyway. But just for luck there, it'd be great to not have that issue when it comes through. Steve Knowles, how's your weather there, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing this every Friday, just because I never really have done any live streaming on my Traveltech. Me and Al are gonna start doing, I believe, 8 o'clock on Monday nights for a World Drone Community. So he's got Duranified this Monday. He's up skiing. I think he's in Iowa. He's skiing. But the following week, me and him are going to pick up, and we'll do our season 3, which this year is going to be our full season, because sometimes we're there, sometimes we don't, with his schedule, my schedule. But we've set attentively for this year. There's going to be a show every 2 weeks. Al's going to do his Duranified show, and then I'm just going to do a quick little Monday morning thing to let y'all know what's going on here, what I'm doing, and stuff like that. Snow's coming next week. All right. Now, Steve, when y'all get snow there, what kind of snow do you get? Do you get a dusting, or do you get like some decent precipitation? All Out Drones. All Out. I didn't know. Okay, I knew who you are now. Sorry. All Out Drones. I didn't know who it was. Yes, Al is going. I believe that me and Al are going to go to Costa Rica for a couple of days, and then he's going to come here with me, and we're going to go fly. So he'll probably stay here a couple of weeks when he gets here, and then I'm going to take him out and let him practice his FPV over the ocean. So I think he's getting a waterproof one. So we're gonna put some floats on it just in case. Yeah, All Out Drone. That's a cool name. I like it. Send me your logo. Yeah. Yeah, so y'all just get it dusted now also. And it used to be horrendous, yeah, in the past. Yeah. So do we say that's global warming or what? Where the Earth's getting warmer, we're not getting as much snow? Because I guess if it gets hot, Steve, Skyfly, we're gonna have to move up to where you're at because it'll be cooler where you're at. It's already hot here. Even the way they build the cars here, if you were to open up a Honda in the US and feel a lot of the hard interior, we don't have any of that here in Thailand because it's so hot. It's like it'll freaking melt it. I'm talking like 112, 116 degrees. It can get hot. So you open up an Accord here, a Jazz or something like that, dude, it's like thick leather inside the whole thing. That's just the way that they do it. And they're not any cheaper. They're a lot more expensive than where they are in the other countries, which everything here is considered an import anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Shampoo, I think the bottle's pretty big there. I'll let it roll over the dog. I've got an entertainer here. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So Steve, have you been flying? And Mr. Skyfly, have you been flying lately? And what drones have y'all been flying? I know y'all are all having your coffee, or at least I know Skyfly, you're having your coffee. I'm having my peach flavored water with vitamins B3, B6, and B12. So it's 6:25 here at night. Sun has come down. Guys, I have printed off an owl on my 3D printer to try to get rid of this big pigeon and bird that I have. It gets on the balcony. I'm on the 4th floor of my building, and all the floors have balconies. At least the of course not the first one, but the other ones do. But on the 4th floor, I've got this big bird that comes in, and he'll roost up on top of the air conditioning unit, or he'll stand on one of the bars that are there. And when I go out there, dude, it's like it's a crap fest, and I have to clean it up like every week. So I printed out owl, and I was going to paint it up, but I was like, are they colorblind? Is he going to see it if it's different? So I actually took the red one that I made, the small one, and I strapped it up there with some zip ties. And needless to say, I've not seen any more of the pigeon. And all the little birds, when I first put the owl up, dude, for like the first 3 hours, I heard more screaming and hollering outside from the small birds. They did not like that owl being there. And then finally they all went away. Yeah, it's been too windy there. That was one of my only problems with the Autel drone, because it was so small. I actually packed it up and shipped it and gave it to Al, because here the wind is so strong. We live right on the ocean. We're on the seaside, not the beach side, but I can pull out of where we live and take a left, and it's like water on the left and water on the right all the way out to the end. But it's all ocean coming in, and it's so windy coming off that ocean that I just couldn't fly it. I just could not fly it. And I'll say that the Mini 3 Pro really does well with the wind. It doesn't do like the Air 2S does because of the weight, but I'll be honest with you, I love the way the Air 2S drone flies. Hands down, I still feel like it's one of the best drones that you can buy. But I'll say this, the Altel light, I'm telling you, dude, it's big. It's like in between, for y'all that don't have it, it's in between the Air 2S and the Mavic 3. It's got the weight, it's got a battery that's like a damn cleat. I mean, it's big. It's got weight, it has a great camera on it. It doesn't fly as well as the Air 2S. The Air 2S is just responsive, but I've been flying it. It's a great drone. I don't have any issues in the wind with it. And of course, I've got the Air 3. If I'm going to fly out any distance over the ocean, any distance out, I'm going to fly with the Mavic 3 because we have so many birds out there. And when you guys think birds, y'all go out and see a bird, but y'all don't go out and fly where you got 3,000 or 4,000 birds flying at you and they're going around you. So, and now and then when I'm flying the Mini 3 Pro, it's funny because I'll get some of those big Ingards, those big white birds, and they'll get near it like they're going to hit me, and they'll yell at me, and they'll swerve off. Okay, Skyfly says we got a minor snowstorm a couple days ago, roughly 10 inches fell. I decided to take a drone flight in it, got some incredible winter footage. Should have video posted in a couple days. Hey, when you get that, send it to me, and then not this Monday, but the following Monday, we'll add that to the show. I'm going to put my email address in here and just send me a link to it. If I can hit the right button here. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, send it there, and that way I can see it. What I want to know, so when you flew, did you fly any length of time? Can you tell me how your battery did in that weather and how the drone did compared to just, our normal flights? We know we normally do that for batteries, but did you notice that the cold weather affected you in any way as far as in-flight or battery time? Did you notice that your battery went out quicker because of that? Yeah, I guess I should have been hitting this a little bit sooner there. I'm just going to pop some of these out from earlier. If y'all got any videos, send them to that email address, and we'll put them on the World Drone Community Show. And I believe Al said that we're going to switch. We've been on at 7 o'clock, and there's a gap between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock when Drone Nation starts. So we're going to move that and go up to 8 o'clock and do it every 2 weeks. Oh, cool. Cool. Okay, great. Okay. Mark, say, buddy. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be Duranify this Monday night coming up over after the weekend, and then the following week we'll do Traveltech. We'll do World Drone Community. So, and I'm going to continue to do these on every Friday morning. So y'all check in and keep us updated. I want to know what's going on with everybody. I've been out taking care of all this stuff, and then I'm hoping that when I get to China that I can go to DJI. When I get into DJI, if I can do a live stream from inside there, I will. And I'll also try to do one with the guys from Star RC where you can actually go in there and either see a warehouse or a manufacturing area. I'm not really sure what to expect when I get there. It's kind of one of these blind trips for that. Okay. Well, TJ, Steve, Skyfly, Richard, Marcus, it's about 6:30. I'm going to cut wind here and leave. Just wanted to check in with y'all this morning to see how things were going. And we'll see y'all again next Friday, same time. Maybe I'll have some stuff to show you. The building up here is empty. We're trying to finish the back walls and get the inventory and stuff in here. So we'll have some cool stuff that we can look at. And other than that, I'm going to run out of here. And we'll see you guys, really soon. I guess like I said, I guess it'll be next Friday, and then we'll see you then. So y'all take it easy, stay out of the snow, and stay safe. And we'll see y'all next Friday. Thanks, guys.